smaller groups of searches, and today we're right back to a larger group. So today we have approximately 52 volunteers. That is our search and rescue, El Paso County Sheriff's Office search and rescue team, and we also have volunteer National Guard members out here assisting. So 52 of those. We also have 4 horses out today and 2 dogs, and 1 utility vehicle, a razor, is out today too.
What kind of dogs are these?
It's a part of the search and rescue team. I don't know their specialties at this point.
Did you have some folks in the area, that Johnson Reservoir?
Yes, in this vicinity. So it's this entire vicinity. We were out here initially 2 days ago. Was that 2 days ago, 3 days ago?
Yeah.
Okay. And originally when we were out here, we did a thorough job. However, today we're right back to doing a secondary thorough job, not because we missed anything last time. It's because there's certain equipment that we were able to get from our collaborative partners today. So those different equipment pieces we were able to do. So again, we're going to do a secondary thorough search in this area, but it does not mean that we didn't do a good job the first time around. It's just we have different equipment today.
Why are you focusing on this area?
It's all a part of the investigation. So with those leads that I was letting you guys know, any positive lead that we get, we take those avenues until it's exhausted. We don't quit on those good positive leads that we get. We have to ensure that everything is met through that lead, and that's exactly what we're doing today.
Has weather played a role in hindering the search or delaying anything, or what can you
You know, it doesn't delay it in any way, because again, as we've said, in blizzard conditions, it does not matter. If we get a good lead, we're going to be out here. But again, you can see it's colder. Different equipment is needed, different resources, the way that we dress to prepare to come out here, possibly different foods to kind of keep our volunteers a little warm out here. So there are differences in that aspect, but as far as our search and our efforts, that is not going to stop at all.
Can I hand another mic to you?
Yes.
In the update yesterday, you talked about how the search and the investigation are happening simultaneously. How is that affecting resources for the sheriff's office?
Just to let you know, we have a great number of resources right now. So right now in a different office, a secondary location, we've got the investigative piece. We've got the FBI assisting us there, and they're working right now. They're brainstorming, they're doing a lot of different things, and different folks within that are assigned to different tasks. So again, that's going on in those closed door rooms, and then here is that other secondary parallel. Like I said, they're going parallel with each other, is continuing out here in this effort.
You talked about how wide this group of volunteers searching is out here. Are the majority of them local, or do you have volunteers who have come from farther places?
So we have had the Douglas County Search and Rescue Team assist us. We've also had the Fremont County Sheriff's Office Search and Rescue Team assist us. So it's going as far as those reaches, and we have so much support, not only from the law enforcement resources, but also county resources, and we have the community support, which is wonderful. And so again, the positive leads that we can get, any bit of information can help in this case. And we encourage those folks that actually have good, legitimate, credible information that, like I said, when they've seen things with their own eyes, they've witnessed different things. If they call that into our tip line, we will absolutely look into those leads. So we entrust that the community will continue to do that and help us out with that.
Can you talk about the Stauch home, and will detectives be there today, or what the plan is?
They possibly will be, so you might see the crime lab off and on at the Stauch home, and that is all a part of the investigation. And they're collecting different pieces, and it is a big, large puzzle, and we're trying to put all of those pieces together. Our number one goal at the Sheriff's Office is to bring Gannon home safely. Every single one of us that has been a part of this investigation, a part of the search efforts, all of us have Gannon in the forefront of our minds, and we want to bring him home to his family.
At this point, is it still just a missing persons case, or has it turned criminal in any nature?
No, it is still considered a missing persons case, endangered child at this point.
Any suspects at this time?
No.
Is Is the family staying at the home? Oh, why the crime scene units are there?
You know, I'm not really sure, but it is very important to kind of give them space. So as a media outlet, if you guys could do us a favor and give the family some space. This is a time that is very difficult for them. It is an emotional roller coaster, as you can imagine. I couldn't imagine what the family's going through. And so if you could give them a little bit of space, we would appreciate that as an agency. And also, you know, as far as where they're staying, I don't know.
Can you give us a comment on District Attorney Dan May being at the home for an hour last night?
You know, and he did stop by, that's correct, and that doesn't change our focus. And the district attorney's office is assisting us, so they're assisting by taking those tips and assisting in any effort that we might have, so they are helping us out. It doesn't change anything in this case, though, so it is still considered a missing person, endangered child at this time.
You said he was part of the task force or part of the team. What exactly is his role there?
You know, we don't have a specific name for that task force, but as far as different tasks go, in this investigation, that's more than likely what he was talking about, but there's not a specified task force per se with their assistance.
Have you seen detectives come out with bags and all the different stuff as part of the investigation? Can you just shed any light on if that's typical or is this more than
you know,
coming out?
And again, we want to be very careful, and we want to make sure that these folks are experts in the field. They go out there to the home and they're ensuring that every piece is identified. And so I can't speak on the pieces that they're removing from the home, exactly what they're looking at, because again, all of that is part of the investigation.
Sergeant, you talked about credible tips earlier. Can you just reiterate to the community how important it is to not spread the rumors? Obviously, we saw the press release you guys sent out yesterday about rumors, and just talk about that and how it could affect your guys' investigation.
Yes, so as an example, when those tips come in, we have a spreadsheet built. We have to enter every tip that we receive, and then we have to decide which one is credible, which one is not. We have received things as somebody just giving us kind of suggestions. Somebody called in and said to search every trunk in the city. And so we have to then take that, log it in, put it all in, then have a conversation with someone else on if we're going to do this or we're going to take this lead. That takes precious time away from the investigation, even as simple as a suggestion. We're not asking for suggestions. We're not asking for theories or speculation. We are asking for factual information that you saw with your own eyes. That is what we need. And if you waste the time of these detectives, you're taking time away from the potential of us finding Gannon. And it's so important that you understand that. Your speculations and your theories that you have on your private groups are one thing, but when you reach out to law enforcement and you leave those messages, understand we have to do the extra due diligence into looking at those tips. So please, only credible, factual information.
How long are the search and volunteers going to be working out here today? And do you expect to come back? This is your second time.
You know, there have been times they were out here for 10 hours, 12 hours, and it depends. It depends on the efforts. We have, again, a pool of 500 plus community volunteers that at any point, if we decide to go to larger areas, if we decide to have the assistance of those individuals, we will reach out to them. But 500 plus from our community, again, is a huge positive effort, and we appreciate the community by doing that.
Can you comment on the surveillance video from the neighbor and just the fact that he's saying that the timestamp just doesn't match up with the statement that Gannon's stepmother had given?
And that's a part of the investigation. So the sheriff's office will not be commenting on that video or confirming any parts of that video at this time.
The person who had that video, he said that investigators didn't approach his house and ask for that surveillance video until the Friday following the Monday when Gannon was reported missing. Why did it take so long?
Again, I don't know the specifics. I don't even know if that's true. It's a part of the investigation.
You mentioned different technology and tools because of the weather. Can you go into what those kind of specifically are, what your search looks like?
Yeah, and I won't be able to go into those specifics. It is through a fire department, and so I'm not sure what kind of equipment it is or the specifics of it. More than likely, we'll get that information and put that in our daily press release on this later, but I don't have the specifics of what they're using.
I think you've spoken to drones being used in
Yes.
the search. We hear helicopters and planes flying over. Anything in regards to that being used in the search effort?
Are we using that today?
We're not using helicopters today, no, or drones today.
So no helicopters, no drones today, but we have used them in the initial 2 days.
Drones, not helicopters.
We had
have used drones.
we had Flight for Life on one day
We did.
assisting with
You're
the
right.
search.
Yep.
Speaking to the location of where we are you able to speak to the reservoir and how that kind of plays into the search or the efforts today?
You know, right now it's a large piece that is frozen, and maybe that equipment that we're utilizing is going to be used for those removal of the big blocks of ice there. I'm not, again, sure if that's the case, but we'll let you guys know. We'll give you guys an update if that is the case, but it is frozen right now.
We know Gannon relies on certain medication, and we can't get into that with HIPAA, but is it thought to be that could be life-threatening if he's not able to get his medication now for the past 10 days?
And we won't be able to release the information on the special medication he takes.
Is it life-threatening, or is it vital for his well-being?
You know, I don't believe it is, but I'll get a confirmation on that.
Again, talk about the command center. Talk about where we are and the
Yes.
community's involvement. Got here a little bit late, so go over that.
So
again.
absolutely. So currently we have 52 volunteers out. That's search and rescue as well as volunteer National Guard folks out here. And you know, the weather changes as far as the attire that they have. We have to ensure certain things are told to the volunteers before they go out, because again, that could potentially cause them some medical issues or some concerns if they're not bundled up appropriately. Other than that, we are out here doing a secondary thorough search. We've been out here before, but the reason why we're out here doing that secondary search is because of special equipment we were able to get from a collaborative partner of ours.
Saw the sheriff's office with a horse trailer. Are they on mounted patrols?
Yes, so the mounted trailer that you see back here is from our mounted unit. So we have 4 of those horses out today with deputy sheriffs that are their handlers.
And with weather expected to move in, what are the difficulties that are going to be enhanced, moving forward?
So again, the weather will not deter us from the search. It will not stop us from searching for Gannon. We are going to be out here regardless. We're just going to end up adding more layers possibly to our attire and doing some other, other things to ensure that we're warm and we're safe. But again, we are all in this for Gannon and for his family, and we appreciate the community support in this effort, and we will keep you guys updated. Again, anytime we have any big updates or even slight updates, we'll put that out, and that's credible from the sheriff's office.
And are there divers in the water? Have you put divers in the water yet?
No.
Their plans to do so?
I'm not sure because it's frozen again. It's frozen solid right now, not at this point.
Is finding Gannon your top priority right now? The sheriff's office?
Yes, it is. It absolutely is. And again, every person that has effort into this investigation has Gannon at the forefront of our minds because we want to bring him home safe to his family.
And going off that, we know the community is just heartbroken over this, and they probably feel helpless in some way, wanting to do something. Do you know if the family is in need of anything at this time that community members?
I can ask them. I can definitely reach out to the family to see if there is some sort of support, and we could put that on our Twitter if that is the case. So I'll reach out to the family today to see if that is something that they need.
And
Thank you for
everyone's
asking.
cooperating in the investigation.
Yes, yes.
Anybody else?
Okay.
If anybody wants to help out, you can't just hit the woods, right? You got to get certified.
There's a vetting process, and so right now we have 500 plus volunteers, citizen volunteers, and there is a vetting process, and that's for the safety of all of those individuals that's involved in the search. And so that application can be found on our Twitter page, and then just complete it. You'll get an email response if you are cleared and ready to go, and then we just have that pool kind of on standby in case we do need them.
I know that earlier you said that you can't speak to the specific training of the dogs that you've seen out here, but do you know, do they have a sense of Gannon that they are kind of using in their search efforts today, or is there something else that they're assisting?
I'm not sure. Initially, I know the first day that they used the dogs, they did get a scent, and so I don't know how it is today. And I'm not sure if those type of dogs that are out today has that type of training or what the training is to, specifically. So I'll find that out for you too and give you guys an update.
I hate to go here, but at this point, are we still considering that Gannon is alive in this as we search?
Everybody involved in this has that hope. And absolutely, we believe he is. And that's what we're searching. We're searching so immensely because we all believe that he is.
How about expanding the search? Hotel rooms, places that he
So
might-
again, it's all leads. So we're basing this off of good leads that we get. Okay,
Thank you so much for
All
your
right.
time. We appreciate it.
absolutely. Thank you, guys.
I'm frozen.
I'm sorry. Hello, I'm trying
Oh,
to
hi.
care to you. I'm a little
Hi.